Hey everybody, I am super stoked to be able to show you today a thing I've wanted for a long time, which I finally found a price I liked from Japan. Um, it's a pretty cool product that was just released in Japan in the 90s, and some of you may have seen it, some of you have not. But if you didn't know it existed, here it is. It's got some really cool, unique cards that aren't always seen on the market, and if they are, they're kind of expensive. So this is, as far as the Japanese translation for it goes, it's like best CD Pokemon songs or something, and it's very very cool. This product, it's come in this original sleeve inside this packaging, so it's got like its own little kind of display packaging piece at the bottom here. And what we have is a almost 30-year-old now CD by Pikachu Records. I don't know if that was a one-off thing or if they actually had like a number of different CDs, but this was from 1996, and I do not read Japanese. I could find a translation of what these all are, but the bottom line is that it is a collection of songs that were either on the TV show, I believe, or kind of related to Pokemon in some way, maybe like orchestral versions. I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't looked up what it actually is. I'm really interested in the cards, but this piece was just actually so cool to show off and see what actually is involved in all of this packaging. You don't really see this quality of packaging outside of Japan. Like Japan has it. There's here like the CD matches up here with like we've got the Charizard, the Blastoise. We've got the CD in here. Um, and it's talking about all the things that it looks like there's another one. There's like a jungle one or something like that. I don't know what this is exactly, but there's also a whole little booklet involved with a whole bunch of different Pokemon stuff happening with it. Again, this is almost 30 years old now. Whole collection of Pikachu's, Team Rocket, trainer cards, different Snorlax and Pokedex stuff. Very, very 90s. Very, very cool. And some stuff about all the different Pokemon involved. I don't speak or read Japanese, so it's just very, very interesting to me. Really pristine copy of this. There's not a lot of like bends or staining on it. It got like a mark here. The CD I haven't actually checked. I don't know. Scratch it and taking it out and looking, but we'll take a look at the back and see if there is anything really wrong with it. Not really. Hey, that's my reflection. How you doing? Actually looks, holding it up to the light, really good. Maybe unused, if ever. And that's kind of just a really super cool product. So I was really happy to finally get that. If you want to get like a sealed one of these in the US, eBay has them, but honestly, the prices were so steep, and some of the people either have taken out the cards or the cards don't come with it. Oh, here's the back piece. There's like a second kind of little sleeve piece that the cards would have come in to protect them. And just talking about like you see the different booster packs from around in the day back there, kind of like an advert. And the very first Pokemon Card America. Yeah. Pokemon Card America, the first Pokemon Card America, or a bonus Pokemon Card America. It's Pikachu. I'll be the first one I show off here in a second. Once I get this all packed away, I'll save that packing away for later. But a lot of you, or at least me, I'm really interested in the cards. The cards on their own are very, very interesting. It came with 13 cards, and we'll go through them here. This is a very Yellow Peaks Pikachu. The colors on this are really kind of washed out, and I don't know if it was printed in Japan before it was actually printed here in America, but it just looks really, the colors on it are very dull, I would say. I don't know if it's been sunbaked at all or not. The big boy, if you saw my YouTube short, this is the Charizard on here, and he is a very crispy example. Just focus. Let's try to focus on this. Focus. Okay. Focus. There we go. It's got this cool little swirl or circle around the edge of the wing up there. Very interesting. Very cool how this kind of this particular example played out. And looking at the back, we see very little edge wear, like a little nick down there. And I wouldn't even call it a nick. I would call it just kind of edge wear. It could have been even manufacturing. That dot is actually on the sleeve. These in a 10 are ridiculously expensive. It's one of the oldest Charizard holos and kind of a novel artwork. I am seriously considering getting this graded. I was kind of thinking how I wanted to display this piece and how I wanted to actually put it into my collection. It would be really cool to have like the CD as a centerpiece and the cards like graded around it. I usually grade with SGC, and I'm trying to decide if I want to get just the big 3 graded, if I get a couple more graded. This Snorlax, by the way, he's super dopey, super low effort Snorlax, very cool. Not low effort in a bad way. It's just like Snorlax would be thrilled to have this little effort put into his card. The Porygon, is that the same artwork as the original set? No. Yes? No? I can't tell. It's another one that is this Blastoise here. I got a little swirl up in the upper left, but not nearly as going hard a copy as the Charizard, in my opinion, but still a really, really cool, unique copy of a Blastoise. Blastoise is my favorite evolution line from the original 151 and 1996 Nintendo Game Freak. Super, super cool copy here. I've wanted this card for a long time. I think this Blastoise, the red up in the cannon, the kind of top-down view of how he is kind of laid out, and kind of the, like, I don't know what this is, but there's like this dark splay to the upper right. That's not an error or something that's supposed to be printed like that, but it's very different, very dark, very menacing, all things considered for early gen Pokemon stuff. Leafy Boy looking good. More of kind of a another Ken Sugimori art, and a very cool copy of that too. So I'm not sure if I want to get just the big 3. There's a couple trainers that come along with it as well. These trainers, when they came, they are bent or kind of bowed. You can see here, not a big deal. If you're ever looking to get things graded, I mean, they stick it in the case. It doesn't really count for anything, but if you have like a significant bend in your cards, you're probably not getting a 10. This Mew is such a cool artwork. I think we have this as like one of the WotC promos. I'm not exactly certain, but they call it like the glossy Mew or the shiny Mew. The kind of bubbles in the background, the kind of ethereal nature, the just very simple artwork on it. The Mewtwo and the Arcanine, and also comes with this little fruit tab thing here. But let me know what your thoughts are. I'm not sure if I should get this all of them graded. I don't think anybody would really want the trainers in terms of like them being graded, but as a presentation piece or display piece, it would be really neat to have like this in the center of a display and like all the cards around it in a grade, and trying to think how I'd do that with 13 cards to post up is kind of interesting to think about. But yeah, that's my big pickup from Japan. I got this with a case of shiny treasures that I purchased, and Bai Markari had a like 15% off last month. So that's what I got and picked up. I know people aren't really interested in Japanese cards right now, but for me, that just meant it was finally time to pull the trigger on this, because it was about half of what I would expect to pay off of eBay here in the US. So let me know your thoughts. Have you seen this before? What do you think? How would you display this? I just think it is I don't think we see something like this in America nowadays. It's usually like a little play set or like the Lego things. Those are kind of cool, but this incorporates cards, music, CDs, its own special custom packaging. I know this is more common in Asia, have this like custom plastic packaging, but yeah, just a very, very different piece that I wanted in my collection, more so than like a Grail card. I think this is just dope. So I'm super happy to have this. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you on the next one.